breaking out in the NBC's sitcom Cheers, and still going ahead to receive both an Emmy and Golden Globe Award for her breakout role is a feat that is commendable. Kristie Alley had proven herself an icon in the industry with a lot of major roles in a lot of major movies. She then diversified to compete in the 12th season of Dancing with the Stars and came second and was also a runner-up in the British celebrity Big Brother. Her achievements and accolades know no bounds. However, there are some tragic details in Kristie Alley's life that only a handful of her fans may know about. She lost both of her parents at the same time. Kristie Louise Alley was born on January 12, 1951, to her father, Robert Deal Alley, who owned a lumber company, and her mother, Lillian Alley. She also had two siblings, Colette and Craig. Growing up, Kristie had always been a lovely, extroverted child who loved making friends and trying new things. Thankfully, her parents had always been supportive and interested in all of her ambitions. However, in 1981, tragedy struck one day when her parents were involved in a tragic accident that took her mom's life and left her father seriously injured. Sources claimed that a drunk woman drove the vehicle that caused the tragic crash, and this made the entire occurrence even more devastating for Alley and her siblings. She wasn't sure how to process the tragedy, and she held a terrible grudge toward the vehicle owner who crashed into her parents. Sources say that she closed herself up for years and would not eat, have fun, or see anybody. About 30 years later, the vehicle owner, a woman named White, begged for mercy and came out to inform all who cared to listen that not a day went by when she didn't feel the guilt of her actions. She was only 27 at the time, but that day has haunted her since. She said, "I was going through a divorce. I stopped by a local club to get something to eat and had a few drinks," she recalled. "I blacked out, and when I came around, I saw a woman's body on the side of the road covered in a sheet. Then I saw paramedics working on a man. I was told later that the female passenger had died, and the male driver was taken to the hospital in critical condition. Not a day goes by that I do not regret what happened." She was sentenced to 6 months behind bars for vehicular homicide and another 6 months in an alcohol recovery center, 2 failed marriages, and a miscarriage. In the year 1970, Kristie Alley married Bob Alley, who just happened to have the same last name as her father and was her high school sweetheart. Kristie had no doubt that the marriage would stand the test of time because the couple had been in love since high school, and getting married was all they'd ever wanted. However, fate had other plans as 7 years later, the marriage ended and the divorce was final. Naturally, Kristie was devastated by this, but sadly, the worst was yet to come. On December 22, 1983, Kristie found love again and went ahead to marry actor Parker Stevenson. For a while, the couple had been trying to conceive a child, but it didn't seem to be working out for them. Soon after, though, Kristie got pregnant, and this made her the happiest woman in the world. But soon after, she had a miscarriage, and she could not be consoled for a long time. Thankfully, a ray of sunshine filtered into her life when Alley and her husband decided to adopt children instead, since they couldn't have any of their own. In the space of 3 years, between 1992 and 1995, the couple adopted 2 children, a boy and a girl respectively. However, just 2 years after the adoption of their girl, Alley's marriage ended in 1997. Struggle with body image and class action suit. Perhaps it was from all of the tragic events that had happened in her life. But either way, in late 2003, Alley began to gain a lot of weight, and this affected her in more ways than one. According to her, she had been a compulsive eater for many years before then, and she hadn't gained any weight. However, leading up to her menopause, the changes in her body started to come all at once. As a result of this, Alley began to seek out ways to improve herself and her body image. From 2004 to 2007, she began to work with Jenny Craig, an American weight loss and nutrition company, and during that time, she a total of 75 pounds. But after parting ways with the company she gained back 83 pounds and her entire body weight was around 228 pounds. So naturally, Alley tried to work on her weight again and she lost 100 pounds using weight loss products from Organic Liaison. However, in 2012, Alley was slammed with a class action lawsuit for false advertising. The case proved that her weight loss was due to exercise and not as a result of the Organic Liaison products. The suit was later settled when Alley agreed to remove proven products from the packaging, as well as issue a disclaimer on the brand's website that is a calorie-based weight loss product. She also paid a $130,000 settlement, struggled with cocaine addiction. Although she was raised as a Methodist Christian by her parents, who were very strict and serious about their religion and beliefs, Alley found herself becoming more and more fascinated by another set of beliefs, the beliefs of the Church of Scientology. It started out as being weird and different for her, but after a while she began to research and talk to a couple of friends who were in the system. Eventually, in 1979, she became a full-fledged member of the Church of Scientology. But at that time, she was also struggling with intense cocaine addiction that seemed to be ruining her life. She began to lose interest in a lot of things she enjoyed. She started acting randomly erratic and would almost tear the skin from her bones if she couldn't satisfy her addiction. Thankfully, friends and family helped her through this dark period of her life, and she had through Narconon, which is the body of the Church of Scientology that deals with drug and substance abuse, as well as rehabilitation. She has publicly come out to express her gratitude to Scientology. She said, "Scientology made me a lot stronger and tougher. It's made me more honest and more willing to take responsibility for other people." Her political confusion. While Alley was an amazing and talented dancer and actress, and it gained her a lot of following on social media, as well as public recognition, one of her tragic flaws may be her stance on politics, especially regarding the election campaign between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. In August 2015, Alley tweeted that she would not be supporting Hillary Clinton for reasons best known to her. The following year, she tweeted her unrelenting support for Donald Trump. However, on October 8, 2016, Alley publicly withdrew her support for Donald Trump. She stated in her tweet, "I hate this election, and I'm officially no longer endorsing either candidate." This threw some of her very devoted follower base off and caused them to label Alley as a very politically confused individual. In October 2020, she stated again that she had voted for Trump because he was not a politician, Alley's tragic demise. On December 5, 2022, Alley passed away from colon cancer at the Moffitt Cancer Center in Tampa, Florida at the age of 71. This came as a shock to her family and friends as, according to her children, the cancer had only been discovered and treatment had just commenced. After her demise, her children announced it on social media, and her ex-husband, as well as a host of celebrities from far and wide, posted their condolences and statements that memorialized her. She was no doubt a shining light and an icon that definitely made her mark in the industry.